Good Morning Cybertron is a podcast intended for adults and is not suitable for those under the age of 18. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hi, it's James Roberts here from IDW, and you're listening to Good Morning Cybertron because you've got too much time on your hands.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good morning, Cybertron!
Hello and welcome everyone to this week's episode of Good Morning Cybertron. I am your host. Where the fuck am I? Where the fuck did I go? What?
Ghost Man.
There we go. Okay. There we go. Welcome to this week's episode of Good Morning Cybertron. Be sure to ask our secretary on the way out about our frequent indictment program.
Scott's part of Wu-Tang because he's Wu-Tang. Ghostface Killer.
Oh, that sexy voice you heard. That is our California boy himself, Xavier. How you doing, buddy?
You motherfucker get me hooked on Toxitron. First hit's free, he said. You goddamn pusher. I'm scratching like crazy here.
I charged you for the first one, dude. I didn't give you jack shit for free.
First one's not free after all.
All the way from Tejas.
You goddamn monster.
All the way from Tejas. It's Walter. How you doing, good buddy?
I just woke up and I'm about to make it everyone's problem.
All right. Awesome. From my Alabama, slap a banjo on my knee, kiss my sister, it's Kyle. Yep.
Oh.
And all the way from Canada, he's got a stack of dead Indian children in a grave in his backyard. It's Thomas. Are they learning to be white yet?
Oh my God.
Canada's shame. Let's teach Indian kids to be white. Doesn't work? Kill them.
We really did a terrible job.
Yeah.
Welcome. In this country,
Welcome
we really
to America.
did horrible. This country really did horrible shit to them.
At least
true.
At least we were outright and honest with them down here, dude. We're gonna fucking kill you and take your land. But up there, let's teach you something. Get him in the room. Kill him in there. Oh my God. Turtle Tank 82 says.
Build their asses.
Turtle Tank 82 says, just seen Sergeant Kabuki Man NYPD. It's freaking great. Dude, you have no idea, man. You have no idea. Sergeant Kabuki Man is fantastic. What you need to check out next is Tromeo and Juliet, Velocipaster, Invasion of the Space Preachers, and Citizen Toxie. Those are some good ones. Oh, if I may suggest a fifth, Surf Nazis Must Die.
Wait. Velocipaster?
Oh, Velocipaster's an amazing movie.
Yep, that's the one with missing text where you're supposed to see like the pastor's parents die in a car explosion or a fire, and instead of a car explosion or a fire, it says on screen in big white Comic Sans text, insert graphic here.
This is like the same kind of energy as that Chinese movie. I can't remember what the hell it was. Do you remember this weird Chinese movie where Jesus flies down from the sky on a cross, and then he fights a Chinese vampire?
I know the Canadian version of that, Jesus Christ Vampire Hunter.
No, it's like he uses his what's the subtitles calls his Jesus punches, and then he destroys the vampire with his Jesus punches, but he comes down on a giant cross that it's like. It's the most nonsensical thing I've ever seen.
It's great. Dewanis Perez says, I managed to get the whole Toxitron line from the same Walmart in less than a month. Xavier hates you now, Dewanis. Xavier hates you.
I will I will tear the roof shingles off your house with my teeth.
Yeah. He wants it bad. Technical Jim says Tromeo and Juliet was co-written by James Gunn, and it's fucking weird. Yeah, it is. If you want another great Troma film, go check out the Troma film Cannibal, the musical, done by Trey Parker and Matt Stone of South Park. And it is some of the funniest shit you'll ever see in your life, based on a true story. As always, oh man, this is also based on a true story. It's Toy Run. Toy.Run. The place is fantastic. It's great. For some reason, I can't find my window now. Maybe it's in this one about where I was reading about Primal Season 3. Want to see caveman burn victim fucking? Primal Season 3. Triclops. Our good buddy Triclops is over on Toy.Run. Posted a photo of the Brown and KO mic and micro change collars. By God, that Brown and KO, I would fucking love to get my hands on some of that shit. I may have to put it up there. KR Brickbot posted up, why are some of the Korean listings of Tobots blurring their faces out? That's a damn good question. Yeah. I'm sharing the screen. They're blurring out the faces like it's a Japanese porn and they've got dicks for faces.
Unfortunately, technical issues preclude me from seeing anything you are broadcasting, sir.
I am so sorry.
They're obscuring these characters' identities.
That's how hardcore it is in the Korean market. Scott can't even post it. Korea blacked his ass out.
Yeah. Listen, and there's one thing I can guarantee you. Toy.Run will never be called X because it's not run by a 14-year-old, 50-year-old. God damn, I want to see Musk and Zuckerberg fight. I want to see. Zuckerberg's going to kill him. Zuckerberg will kill. Elon Musk looks like a fucking marshmallow. It's
yeah.
Oh,
so is it androids versus lizards?
Yeah, it's like Sector and Reptile fighting in Mortal Kombat.
That's totally what it is. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Okay. Remember the first X-Men movie when fucking Magneto's weird ass machine turned that senator into a pile of goo?
Yeah.
That's what Musk looks like.
Yeah.
Musk has got this weird chest thing going on where it's like his rib cage is slowly working its way up its body, trying to escape out of his nostrils. He's got a strange body shape, and I know that hurts coming from me. But
yes, he is the alien lizard man, and Zuck is an android.
Listen, I will tell you this right now.
Zuck is like a lizard android from the Outer Limits, because there's no humanly way possible you could stare in two different directions like that. Yeah. And not be confused for a lizard person. Also, every time he moves, you can hear the servos turning.
Listen,
don't worry, human. Your data is safe with me.
I don't
thank
care.
God.
If I was worth... Listen, I wouldn't even have to be worth 50 billion like those two guys. If I was worth maybe 12 million, I wouldn't look the way I do. I'd be handsome as fuck and 5'10". But no, I make $36,000 a year, so I'm stuck in a 340-pound body, and I look like John Candy's thumb. So, I mean, that's what we're going to have to deal with. Anyway.
Scott, in other news, you know how you always wanted to fuck ScarJo, but you never could?
Yeah.
Well, good news, Britney Spears is getting divorced.
I saw that pole dancing thing of Britney Spears. A lot of people made fun of Britney Spears. I actually have a little compassion for her. If she likes her pole dancing was a little frantic, though. I will say, watching her pole dance, it was like, if you could, Brittany, if you could have slowed that down to maybe 3/4 speed, I think you'd have something there. But it just really looked like the meth was kicking in. So, and I don't think you're on meth, Brittany. I think you're a fine person. But pole dancing, slow it down. Slow it down.
She what?
Yeah. Go over to E-Bomb's world. She was pole dancing.
Thomas, why didn't you tell me about this?
Mom's World is
First
still
I
around.
know.
Yeah, E-Bomb's world is... Xavier, it's not really that sexy. I mean, she's in like a leopard print two-piece bikini and stuff and dancing, but she's got like the moves of wacky arm flailing inflatable tube man.
Oh,
Yeah.
so like
Hey, now that might be someone's fetish.
And
Actually,
you know,
I've been on the
that-
internet
that-
long enough,
you mean
that
that-
is
you mean-
someone's fetish.
you mean that green Gumby creature at the front of used car lots?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just imagine that. Just imagine that as Britney Spears and put a pink stripper pole there. Dewanis Perez says, what's
Okay.
even more funny is Musk had cosmetic surgery before, but he still looks basic. Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
he would have been
the
better.
hair implant
Yeah.
alone.
He would have looked better just bald. Right?
It's weird. It's super fucking weird when you decide when you're young enough to get hair implants, not to go full head of hair, but widow's peak intentionally.
Right? Right? Jesus
Isn't
Christ.
it funny that we're saying like these two people, one's a lizard and one's a robot, and then Jeff Bezos is just Lex Luthor?
Yeah.
He's specifically that character. He's just 1-to-1.
Yeah. Yeah.
I actually think Lex Luthor brings more to the table because at least he was like, I'm a fucking fight an alien that I think is trying to take over the world. While Bezos is like, I'm a fucking make these goddamn maids use the windows instead of the front doors because they're maids.
Yeah.
Ah,
I'm just gonna shoot metal dicks into space and hope the alien finds me instead of me going after him.
same
what-
Also-
jumpsuit, same giant mech suit.
Cowboy hat. Yeah.
Let me make fun of Captain Kirk here. You're a bitch, Captain. Anyway. We are eating good as Transformers fans. I honestly did not think that we would see the missing link stuff up on Hasbro Pulse. I didn't think we'd see the JAXA Optimus Prime up on Hasbro Pulse. And lo and behold, those fuckers made it up there. Hasbro Pulse
Yeah.
had the JAXA Optimus. Go ahead, Walter.
I had a feeling that we would get the missing link Optimus. I am legit surprised about the JAXA Prime.
Yeah. It was that was incredible. Seeing that. That was a moment that I really felt like Hasbro gave a shit about me. You know?
I got a question about that thing though.
The JAXA or the missing link?
The JAXA, like the JAXA Prime. Okay, this rover that he turns into, are we actually going to see a real one like that at some point that used somewhere?
JAXA,
Is
isn't
this
that a
based on a
Japanese
is
thing?
is this based on a real vehicle?
Yeah, the Japanese
so.
Aeronautics Association.
So is this thing going to the moon or something? Are we going to really see this in real life being used?
I mean, it's not going to turn into Optimus, but I think.
They got
No.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Shop,
I
brands.
I think the thing is though, like Japanese NASA's got something going on, and they were like, you know what, this could use more funding. Let's make a toy out of this. And Takara Tomy snapped their fingers, did the finger guns, and said, "I got you, fam! Limited edition Jaximus Prime."
Yep. Well, that actually is a cool.
Actually, the funny part is that Jax is actually the one that hit up Takara Tomy because of their expertise in miniaturizing mechanical pieces and working at such like small scale.
Cool.
That
Yeah.
like
That's
basically
true.
they looked at the engineering on like Masterpiece toys and they're like,
Here
weight
it is.
management,
So it's gonna be-
compacting all the components into one place. You kind of need that for space travel.
Here it is.
Yep,
it
you do.
says right here. This figure was designed to replicate the appearance of the lunar cruiser
Yeah.
pre-exhibited
So,
in
don't be
2019.
surprised.
Oh. All right.
I'm sorry, Xavier, you were saying don't be surprised.
Yeah, so don't be surprised if when this vehicle becomes workable for Japan, they get it to the moon, and oh, look at that! It has a little Optimus Prime face somewhere on the inside. Is that a fucking Optimus Prime face on the JAXA rover? And you go, what? You didn't know that? You didn't know that?
Don't be afraid of that, not air. I want you to get outside. I want you to take your helmet off and just rub that moon dust into your face. It's good for you.
Regolith.
Regolith is good for you. All humans need regolith. That's why you die.
Electronics.
That's why humans die.
Isn't like that stuff literally just like broken glass?
It's
very
fucking horrible. Like the astronauts all had horrible rashes from it. It's like walking in fucking fiberglass.
That shit is basically like crushed glass.
I want you to get it.
It's really fine.
I want you to get a good handful of that, right? Reach far down into your space trousers and just rub that into your balls. That's the best way. Have you ever jacked off using regolith as lubrication? It's good. It's good. Oh,
it's the best talcum.
I just watched the view rate shoot up as soon as I start mentioning about masturbating with regolith. I know what you fuckers want, is what I'm saying. I'm getting real-time analytics right here.
Like, what if dust? But fiberglass?
Yeah. Oh. So, I mean, this was a real surprise to me. Both to me, I know Walter said that really the missing link to Optimus wasn't a surprise. That was like a 2 out of 10 surprise. This was a 9 out of 10 surprise. This was, I mean, it wasn't Winston's head ending up in his chest surprising, but it was pretty damn surprising.
No. Inside a bigger head.
Yeah. So who awarded this?
Matrushka doll, Winston.
I did.
I did?
Me.
I actually pre-ordered mine through Amazon Japan though, because I wasn't sure if there was going to be a Hasbro Pulse drop.
Yeah.
Man,
I'm curious about this though. Like,
really felt
are we gonna see this thing reshelled as something else later?
That's a good question, because Candy Cane Truck Optimus was just a holiday exclusive for a hot second before they took off the paint scheme and just made him a regular fig.
Yeah, it did not take them long.
I'm assuming he'll get the treatment, maybe not as Optimus, but as a new character.
I could see this as a Shockwave, maybe.
I foresee this being a one-off.
It's maybe the billboard on the side, though, that makes me think about something.
Pretty sure that's a solar panel.
Yeah.
Lunar advertisements are really hard to pull off.
Yeah, they are. First off, who's going to see him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my heavens. The only person I could see this being reshelled as is Countdown, like maybe a Voyager class Countdown, but that'd be a tough one.
I'm kind of thinking Mainframe, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. I mean, honest to God, if there's one thing the last couple of years have taught me is don't count anything out. I mean, motherfucker. I mean, look at the missing link stuff. Like this. Here's the sample images of the missing link.
Who is the giant monster truck guy from Energon with the big donut wheels?
Mudslinger. Was it Mudslinger?
Dirt
Boss
from Cybertron?
Are those wheels big enough to pull it off?
No, I couldn't see that. I couldn't see that. Maybe it is. But if you would have told me a year ago that we were fucking getting hyper articulated G1 toys, I would have kicked you in the dick and called you a liar. And here we are.
I am still indifferent to this. It has that same energy of re-releasing Star Wars as special editions to me. It just doesn't feel right.
Technical Jim says they rarely ever repurpose licensed designs like this. You're talking about a lot of money, time, and effort to do significant retooling just to remove logos and a distinct design. I mean, he's got a point. Technical Jim has a big point, because that Top Gun crossover, that would have been perfect for a bunch of cyber jets, and we never saw it.
That thing. Oh my god, Hooligan.
Specifically Hooligan and his associated repaints.
Yes.
Yeah. Turtle Tank 82 says, Jaxa Prime, you could do a Beast Wars Uprising Leo convoy. Optimus Prime, you're going to be a bit dark there with Moondust. Come out, I'm taking you to rehab. Technical Jim says, you're more likely to see a re-release or a package refresh of it. That is true. That is true. The question here is, now that we're seeing this, do you have a specific figure in the missing link line that you would like to see articulated?
Oh, that's a good
Ironhide and Ratchet.
Whoa, he didn't even wait.
No, he did not. What
are you
about
gonna
you?
keep his? Are you gonna keep his shoulders down by his pelvis?
Yes, because for the last 20 some odd years, the idea behind updating Ratchet and Ironhide has been make them cartoon accurate, make them look like Floro Dairy scribbles. But none of those ever, looked like the original '84 toy, with its weird which was designed to be a piloted mecha. And like the closest we got to that was the BotCon 2005 stuff that shared a mold with Energon Tow Line. So if we take the missing link approach and literally take that Diaclone Vanette mold and give it elbows and knees and shit, but just keep the windshield face, no actual robot head, keep the battle sled, just fucking magnificent.
Dude,
I just came up with an idea. Thomas,
okay,
if you don't mind, let me get this idea out of here real quick.
Sure.
Just because we're fresh on it, and then I'll let you get right to yours. What if we made a mecha, gave Ratchet and Ironhide a mecha that would sit in their little cockpit, but also turned them into tiny headmasters that you could balance on top of the windshield? Oh,
that's fascinating. That actually, that
sounds.
That sounds like something Head Robots would have come up with 15 years ago.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes,
I'll take that as a compliment.
It's very Microman-y.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
Anyway, you were saying, Thomas. My apologies. I just wanted to get that out.
I just remembered. Okay, you remember the really good? These are really good figures, by the way. The Ratchet and Ironhide that came out with that iGear made. They came with a huge tray of weapons. Each one had a humongous tray selection of weapons that they came with, and they were actually really good. But if you actually read,
had that Ratchet actually.
If you read the tech spec, or like it's not really a tech spec, but if you read the little block of text that comes with the Ironhide, they actually specify that the character's body was originally horrifically malformed, and they had to transplant his consciousness into a new one. They're referencing the original toy, like his body was mangled when it was created. Yeah, it's think Alien Resurrection clones of Ripley mangled.
Their mothers did thalidomide. It was.
Yeah, it's no, their bodies came out wrong, and they had no elbows, and their legs were fused together, and their shoulders were fused to their hips, and they had no head, and their face came out of their chest. And
the mother's just sitting there. Why did I have to drink Baja Blast 18 times a day when I was pregnant? Oh no! My boys have
Yeah,
stickers for faces.
And he had, and like when he came out like that, he had to go like be sent to like some kind of emergency unit and had his consciousness transplanted into a new body. Like
That's actually a good storyline. I
The
kind of like
battle
that.
sled is just a life support machine.
yes, something like that.
Drives his own ass to the hospital.
They actually wrote that for the iCure figures. I thought that was great.
I like clever stuff. I'm not gonna
But
lie.
yeah, like the Ironhide and Ratchet mold would be so much so different from anything else that they would do, because there's a weird point between this missing link stuff where you basically are just remaking Masterpiece toys. But
Yeah.
since the Vanette mold is so wildly different from the animation model, I think you could really get away with something amazing there.
Yeah, something quite strange.
I'd kind of like to see. I know it's unlikely. Turtle Tank 82 says missing link Jetfire. Number one, that figure is damn near articulated in the first
If
sense.
they manage to
Almost modern
somehow
articulation.
keep
You're just
the
trying to get sued by Harmony Gold, ain't you?
mold
That's exactly what I was
transformation
thinking.
the same,
Yeah.
and making it shift into an actual G1 mold. That would be impressive.
Is Xavier breaking up really bad for everyone else too?
Yes.
Yeah, he sounds like
was-
Shodan from here.
Yeah. Okay.
Robot
We
voice.
kind of got the idea there, buddy. Sorry about that. Turtle Tank 82 also says missing link Omnibots. Dude, I would cream all the genes. Like everybody on this podcast would be digging my semen out of their underwear. That's how hard I would come.
I'm trying to think of what a.
But I'm thinking Shockwave. I think
yeah.
a missing link Shockwave would be fantastic. Because in my mind, we have not got a good Shockwave. We've got some nice ones, but I won't call them good.
I can think of a few that would be really hard to do. Like, could you imagine like trying to do a more articulated version of G1 Silverbolt?
Oh, what about just
Or
fucking
trying to-
Devastator?
Oh, that would be quite challenging. Yeah,
Yeah.
wouldn't it?
Actually, you know what? I think the biggest engineering challenge, Soundwave himself would be easy, but good luck
Yeah.
trying to throw extra articulation onto the G1 cassette plan,
Ooh.
body plan.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that would be quite hard. Yeah, it would.
Like that's your hard mode challenge for your Takara Black Magic engineers.
With original
Like
pieces,
someone's
can
gonna
you
have
make
to
this
sell
an
their
actual
firstborn
cassette?
daughter to the fucking fish people off the coast of Innsmouth to make that shit happen.
I always
Xavier,
thought
Xavier,
that someone-
you were saying. You were saying Xavier.
No, it's okay. I'm just riffing on what you guys are saying, but that's true. It's anything honestly that's smaller than 3 inches is going to be a real challenge for these guys. So for anything needing the missing link treatment is going to be like the mini bots, the spy bots, my vote tapes, all of that. That's going to need the missing link treatment.
Yeah. Technical Jim says missing link, 6-shot, and quick switch. Yeah, that would be cool. That would be really cool.
I highly doubt that Missing Link's ever going to touch anything that was made after 1985. That's just my theory there.
But it occurs to me that the Generation 1 cassettes, I just realized this, especially guys like Ravage. Have you noticed that like they all transform in only one dimension?
Yeah.
So that means that like if Ravage is in his cat mode, he can literally slip through a crack that's as thick as the cassette, even when he's in cat mode.
That's Reedman.
He's like, it's like a 2-dimensional creature.
Turtle Tank 82 says, one I want badly. Missing link Soundwave, my first Transformer. Yeah, I think I wouldn't mind seeing Missing Link Megatron, but that's going to be a hard sell.
It could be.
Yeah. We might get safety
That
color.
one might wind up being a Takara exclusive with no Hasbro Pulse distribution.
Yeah,
Yep.
would not be surprised. But can you imagine
That
Can you imagine after years
That
and
or
years,
Takara-
all the people trying to get a hold of a gun Megatron? Whoo!
Yes.
Whoo!
Yeah. That
actually, I think this presents us with a brilliant opportunity for Takara to absolutely fucking troll everyone. For Missing Link Megatron, here's what you do. He looks just like the G1 toy in robot mode. He transforms following like a similar like arrangement of steps, but instead of becoming a gun, he winds up as a tank.
Wow.
And now you just Mandela affected the shit out of people.
Oh, Kyle's alive.
He should have never been a gun.
I love him as a gun.
Am I? I can't fucking. I do, but he never should have been. I can't tell what the fuck's going on anymore.
I'm gonna double down.
I'm living it.
He shouldn't have been a pistol. He should have been a full auto.
I mean, they were working with the existing Diaclone and Microchange toys that they had on hand, and the theory that I've always subscribed to is they picked Megatron, or they picked that gun robo to become the leader of the evil faction, because his barrel extension, stock, scope, and everything basically serves the same function as Optimus Prime's trailer.
Yeah.
I can't wait until
Being
you
like
fuckers
a little base and battle station that he.
Go ahead, Walter.
The little turret that you can make out of his like scope and extender and everything basically serves the exact same purpose as the trailer, being a little base and battle station and anti-aircraft gun.
I can't wait till you motherfuckers realize Missing Link Megatron's going to be the G2 tank Megatron with a deco that says Megatron rules right across his fucking chest.
I would buy that.
I would buy the fuck out of that. Oh my god. We have got leaked Legacy Evolution Wave 1 listings courtesy of JT Prime 17. And let's go over each one of these one at a time. Wave 1 is Core Energon Megatron.
Huh.
Yeah.
We
Finally
getting,
some Energon rep in this line.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
Damn, this is okay. Continue. I have some thoughts.
Okay. Well, I was thinking like Energon Megatron. That's a tough one because that should not be a core class figure. But we have so many like Core Optimus, Core Tank Megatron, Core Soundwave. We had it in Kingdom and what have you. We have it again, with just recently with the Core Optimus with a trailer that came with Bumblebee. So I wonder if this isn't a way for them to test the Energon waves, as it were. Would people be interested in Energon?
Yeah.
That's basically my thought too, is that their, core class is a very low, investment for design and marketing and everything. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's probably a good way to test the waters to see if people are going to bite on Energon. Because it's not on this leaked listing, but there are leaked listings for a core class Beast Machines Cheetor. And Beast Machines, much like Energon, was the punching bag and whipping boy of early 2000s online Transformer fandom. And then along came the machinima and Netflix shows to completely fuck them over.
Hope you like your dead-eyed
Machines
Transformers.
are still worse.
Is this going to be as close to X-Wing Energon Megatron as possible? Do you think they'll fudge it a bit? Because that's kind of like really stepping on Disney's toes there.
I think they'll fudge it a little bit, but I don't think they'll do it for Disney. I think they'll fudge it just for the sake of a simpler transformation.
I think it's going to depend entirely on whether or not this mold is dedicated to being Energon Megatron, or if there's some kind of stealthy repaint that they're trying to sneak past us.
Yeah.
It's if the
Like,
ball
if this
is
thing,
in
like if
Mark's
this thing is
court,
like if this
yeah.
thing is like a stealthy way of slipping Thunderwing's core robot in on us.
Xavier, you said if the ball's in Mark's court. I want to hear you finish that thought.
Oh, I was just saying, yes. If the ball's in Mark's court, absolutely yes. It's going to be faithful Energon. I don't know if he's juggling that many projects, though. You got to imagine someone else is handling some of the stuff on his plate because the dude's doing a lot of heavy lifting.
Yeah. Well, him, Evan. I don't think BMAC's doing design. I think he's heading the marketing team, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, BMAC is marketing.
Yeah. But I think him and Evan are doing the really fucking heavy lifting. And what a goddamn team they are, man. I'm going to buy them a big sack to keep their balls in. That's all there is to it. Moving down.
Make sure it's one of those nice mesh net ones, too. You know, like, it's enough to hold 5 basketballs because it looks like they got to do a lot of heavy lifting.
I'll make sure to really put the regolith in there to really, you know. It's like talcum powder. Make them smell nice. We got...
You were listening.
We got Core Tasmania Kid. What?
Oh,
This is wild. Tasmanian Kid.
Yeah. Remember that little cartoon
what?
angry raccoon?
We got Leo Convoy.
Yeah.
What
I mean,
a pull
we
out
got
of the
Lio
pool
Convoy,
of
so we're
characters.
starting to get Japanese Beast Wars now.
That's incredible. Did he have
Tasmania Kid?
What was his name in the States? Was it still Tasmania Kid?
Snarl, I think.
Snarl was what we called that Tasmania Devil Mold.
Yes.
Which
okay.
I think I understand. I think I understand the logic behind going with Tasmania Kid instead of using his U.S., for lack of a better word, dub name.
Mm-hmm.
In that Beast Wars Snarl, as known to the Western audience, never appeared in any sort of animated media. Tasmania Kid, meanwhile, was kind of a big deal in the Beast Wars 2nd cartoon.
Well, I
he
think...
died, right? Wasn't he?
go ahead, Xavier.
Also, there's Dinobot.
Yeah, there's Dinobot Snarl. Xavier, you were saying?
Was he the? Am I getting it wrong? Was he the one that did the big sacrifice for everybody?
Are you talking about in the Beast Wars comics?
Yeah.
You might be thinking Razor Beast. He's the one that got juiced up on Anglemoa and had to be put down.
So
no, not the Anglemoa.
I think one of the smart moves, also calling it Tasmania Kid. The only other place really kids are going to see Tasmania is the Tasmanian Devil. You know, from Looney Tunes, which is still kind of a popular character. So I mean, they're going to see this and they're going to have that. They're going to have that. You know, that psychological kick to it. But I would
association.
I would love it if they made it look like a real Tasmanian devil, just this really fanged out rat thing.
Yes. Like
What
I remember,
koala-looking motherfucker?
the only thing of significance I remember about this animal is it's the only animal in the world that actually has a form of contagious cancer. Yeah, it's form of cancer that can be passed to other animals.
Did you hear about that Australian couple? Oh fuck, man. Oh fuck. So this woman goes to the doctor, right? And the doctor looks at her and goes, "Well, here's your problem. You have chlamydia." Right? And she goes, "I haven't slept with anyone except my boyfriend." "What the fuck do you mean I have chlamydia?" She goes to her boyfriend. They have a hellacious fight. And he goes, "I didn't sleep with anyone." It turned out what happened. And the person that figured this out for them was Steve Irwin's kid. The Crocodile Hunter's kid figured this out. Right?
Oh.
Because apparently this dude worked...
Robert or Bindi?
Robert. So apparently this dude was working with Robert Irwin, and Robert Irwin comes here. I saw you whenever you caught chlamydia. What? They were rescuing koala bears from a fire, and one of the koala bears pissed on the dude's arm. And whenever he rescued it, and it fucking gave him chlamydia. The dude caught chlamydia from a koala bear.
You know what? Fuck you. Go extinct.
Yeah. Well, the thing that gets me is, like, how, number one, after the couple said all these horrible things to each other, right? Because he thought she was cheating, and she thought he was cheating. Like, that trust is gone. Can you go back to that? And number two, like, can you show your face now that people in Australia know that you caught chlamydia from a koala bear?
From a golden shower from a koala.
Yeah. That's a tough one.
Aren't those supposed to be one of the most smooth-brained of all mammals? Like, they're extraordinarily dumb.
They're fucking practically a dandelion.
Yeah, but they're also really, really aggressive. They're also, like, really aggressive if you pull them out. Like, if they're out of a tree or they don't have their food, they're like really, they're dumb, but they're also kind of vicious.
Okay, let me explain to you how fucking stupid.
The eucalyptus basically acts as a fucking tranquilizer.
Right. Well, let me explain to you how fucking stupid koala bears are. Number one, Walter's right. Eucalyptus acts as a tranquilizer because most of the eucalyptus in there has an extremely high alcohol content. They actually have to worry about forest fires in Australia because a eucalyptus tree has so much alcohol in it, it has the potential to explode. So it's like a forest of fucking bombs.
Jesus.
Right? Number two, the eucalyptus, like, it's so coarse and harsh that it just wears away a koala's teeth. But every koala that doesn't die of chlamydia or an injury starves to death because the koala will lose all of its teeth and then it won't eat the eucalyptus leaves. It's not that it can't, it's just too stupid to realize that it can eat anything else. It's too stupid to realize that if you pick the leaves off of a eucalyptus tree and set them down on a plate, it won't recognize it as food.
It's like a snake.
It's
like a python.
Stupid.
It's like God wants them dead.
Right?
Like pythons are like that. Some of them, you can put a frozen mouse in front of some of them, and they're so stupid. Some of them are so stupid that they don't realize that that's actually food. Sometimes they do. They can smell it. But apparently they have a reputation for just being incredibly dumb, so...
Here's the cutest creature in the fucking world. Let's make it mean, drunk, stupid, and riddled with sexual transmitted diseases that you can catch! A human! And you don't even have to fuck it!
I mean, that's just Australia in general.
That's true.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just basically like a human with extra steps.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
Sounds like Australia is where God done all the shit he gave.
All the things I fucked up on, I put down there. Technical Jim says, the Prime Wars trilogy may have been bad, but at least it's short. Gigatwin says, his first mistake was trying to help Koala Bear. Dewanis Perez, koalas are designed to die. They have smooth brains, built-in safety helmets, eats poorly, and have chlamydia. Mark De Repatini says, pandas are also very stupid and doomed to be extinct without human intervention. Well, it's one of the rare times that I can say thank God for humans. Our next figure up here, Core Boulder Crash, confirmed we are getting Rock Lords.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That is really awesome. I mean, Rock Lords seem like the dumbest fucking thing since the Pet Rock.
Mm-hmm.
But when you market them to Transformers fans and you throw in the extra step of, hey, there's actually a character inside, I flip my shit.
I'm hoping these are the new weaponizers.
Yeah.
I just want a limited edition, highly glossy Nugget figure.
Man, give me Give me Fossilsaurus. We got Junkosaurus. You could give me a Fossilsaurus. Core Bouldercraft. Can you imagine? And we have a few more Rock Lords coming up here. Can you imagine how awesome it would be to give your Transformers stone armor?
Yep, I was just thinking about this. There have been so many things used as armor now for Transformers. Okay, bits of weapons were used as armor. Then bits of buildings were used as armor. Then bones of animals were used as armor. Now rocks.
Yeah.
You're forgetting the all-important step of Unicron Volcano.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that thing.
I guess that would be rock.
That thing.
Yes, that would be rock. Mark
It was like
Go ahead,
50%
Xavier.
rock, 50% bang.
Yeah. Mark Derapatini says, where the hell are the Omnibots? No, let's do rocks. Technical Jim says, weaponizers with rocky features and textures, maybe, but I still don't buy that these are Rock Lords. Dwayne Marsh says, I wonder what Chase will be like. So, yeah, let's skip that. Let's go for Dwayne. We are getting deluxe Rescue Bots Chase. Okay.
What?
Okay.
I don't know this one. Who's this?
Well, the
Who's
Rescue
Chase
Bots.
and Rescue Bot?
Well, Medic. Medics, he was a rescue
Chase is
bot.
the police car, if that helps.
Oh.
Rescue bots.
Their Prowl.
Yeah, but this is the first time we're getting, actually one of the main ones.
Weird.
Which, considering that rescue bots...
Considering Rescue
Bots started, 13... that it started 13 years ago, yeah, we're hitting right about the right time for Rescue Bots nostalgia to start being a thing.
Oh, holy shit. Fuck me with a gun.
Sorry, Scott. It's time to put you out to pasture, old horse. What about the fucking Ultrazord-sized Huffer, though? The giant Huffer that could fly with its own wingspan backpack. Where's that representation?
Omega Huffer.
That thing was amazing!
Man. I mean, okay, so we're getting medics from Rescue Bots, but he's a Skids remold. So I'm willing to bet that this Chase is going to be a remold of something we already seen as well.
I'm sorry, I just think serial killers every time you say that.
Yeah. Yeah, me too.
The theory I've seen bandied about is that he might be a stealthy pre-tool for some kind of throttle bot.
Oh. I would be willing to plunk down on that theory.
Yeah.
Because if memory serves, he transforms awfully similar to a throttle bot with the front bumper becoming his feet.
He sure does.
Yes.
I've got the image up here, and a lot of these figures seem to look like that. I could see just the way it's transforming. I could see using the either the Wheeljack mold or possibly the Netflix Bumblebee mold for this. There is on some of these guys, he's pretty lumpy, and he definitely has a Volkswagen-y feel to him.
Looking at the robot, I agree. I agree with you about that. Yeah.
My guess is that he's probably a new mold.
I mean, more than likely. More than likely.
You think the Ransack and Runamuck mold might work for that?
Yes, it could.
Could.
I've seen the Digibashes. They do work.
It could be a way to get those molds back out there. Those were not the easiest molds to get a hold of. And if you save on some little retooling. The Ransack and Runamuck, I think the one was a Target exclusive.
Oh, I thought you meant the club ones that came in the display box.
No, those were the Wheeljack molds.
Oh, that's still a great set, though.
That is.
Yeah, they were climbing all over the Statue of Liberty, and I remember you had a soliloquy about that. You're like, you fucking realize what they did by referencing this Marvel comic? And we're like, no, but it seems cool, Scott. And I was like, let me tell you about the history, going back 30 years.
I turned into Gilbert Gottfried.
Rest in power, Godfrey. You were Iago the Parrot.
Oh, my God. God from Smiling Friends. If you've not watched Smiling Friends, it's fucking great. Like the one character makes a deal with Satan that he'll let him out of hell if he does something. And he ends up doing it. I'm going back on it. And Gilbert Gottfried comes down. It's just a muscular man in a toga with a shining ball of light for a head. And it's Gilbert Gottfried going, "A deal's a deal." Oh, my God. Oh, go ahead. Okay.
Voiced by James Rolfe.
Yes. We have deluxe animated Bumblebee.
Deluxe animated Bumblebee. So again,
Fascinating.
but is this going to be like the same treatment they're giving
Now,
Hotshot? Is he going to be like flip out blasters combining in his hands Bumblebee?
I think he's going to get the same treatment that Prowl got.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, see,
Yeah.
and Bumblebee is another one that transforms feet first. So
Yes,
this
he
is
does.
another one that could, depending on how much they G1ify him, this might be another stealthy Throttlebot pre-tool.
Yep.
That was an okay mold, but the one mold I'm dying to see, like, they had some great Japanese exclusives, like their Blackout, their animated Blackout was amazing.
Oh, yes.
And I would love to see that come stateside as something new.
Yeah, I'd like to see that kind of design, but, you know, of course, I'm not a fan of the animated aesthetic, but I'd like to see it, like, updated for Legacy. No two ways about it.
You mean this Blackout?
That's the one.
Yeah.
That's the one.
That's the shit.
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
We are also getting a deluxe Windblade.
Oh,
Oh.
okay. All right. Been a hot minute outside of a model kit since we've seen her.
Just so long as she got big old titties and a nice
Yeah, we haven't
ass. I'm
seen
gonna-
her since season 1 of CYBERTRON.
Yeah. I want to respect the hell out of Windblade.
Look respectfully, Scott. Look respectfully.
Oh, I'm respecting, baby. I'm respecting. Fucking Deluxe Magnius. There we go. Deluxe Rock Lord.
Cool. I'm glad they're doing more than just one character going, all right, let's test the waters with one. And then somewhere in the back of the room, Mark threw a rock and was like, you do too.
I'm bleeding now. But I don't think there's much we can say about stuff like Boulder Crash and Magnius. You know, saying that they're Rock Lords, just like Technical Jim said, that's just a best guess. I would actually put down money that they are, but who knows? Who knows?
Oh, God. I'm so excited. You know, it's just as simple as, like, cracking open like a Gashapon toy and folding back the bits. Kind of like your HasLab Unicron, right? Like, there's bits of rock crust that are definitely going to have to fold behind as a backpack. But I'm really curious what the impetus was that made them think, hey, you know what we can do really good now? Because we got a really good design on our hands is Rock Lords.
Yeah. Turtle Tank 82 says Rock Lords is one letter away from being a dirty word. Just say it, Corey. Yeah. Cock Lord. Rescue bots could
Rock
be
Lords?
Yeah, exactly. Rescue bots could be good done right. Agreed. I do like the way Medics looks. Dewanis Perez, every time Hasbro starts shrinking Shockwave figures chests, the more their toy sales for other figures go up, and it's upsetting. Turtle Tank 82 says Deep Cover could be chased with a new head. I could see that. Dwayne Marsh says Thundertron is one of my favorites. I want to see that. Gigatwin says Begun the Rock Collection has. And Turtle Tank 82, pass on animated Bumblebee, have animated Grimlock, but don't push it. If animated Bumblebee, I will say this, Corey, and I say this respectfully, but if animated Bumblebee is done right, I will purchase it. If it looks exactly like or really, really fucking close to the original animated Bumblebee, I'll pass. But at the end, I'm not really too much of a character collector. In the end, I'm a toy collector. And if it's a good-looking toy, I will pick it up. So, you know, a lot of people... And there's nothing wrong with being a character collector either. But, you know, if it's a good-looking toy, I will pick it up. Voyager Prime Thundertron. Give him a parrot.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. You give that fucker a parrot. You make up for your old mistakes.
The weird thing about that is, like, wasn't the original Thundertron already a Voyager in the modern sense?
Yeah, and he was good. He was
I know.
good.
So, are we getting an entirely new mold, or are we just getting, like, some variant of that?
I really kind of hope it's...
Okay, there's two theories that I could see on this. The first and the most boring one, and the one that's going to make me sad, is if he's just a Leo Convoy repaint.
Yeah. I wouldn't like
The
that.
second theory, the more crack-pipey theory, is that this is going to be a pre-tool for Leo Breaker.
Oh. Well, I am...
So
I am
if we
thinking...
get Thundertron as a Voyager. We've gotten a Voyager weaponizer type pattern now with that Trashmaster junkie on. So if Thundertron here has a Savage Claw mode that he can weaponize onto any other figure, I would definitely expect a Leo Breaker out of him.
Yeah,
I am expecting 200%
and then
more pirate.
And then maybe a second crack at Cybertron Optimus.
No, 200% more pirate. He's already got the peg leg,
added benefit,
which is awesome. He needs the hook hand like Impactor. He needs the exchangeable hook hand.
Target Master Parrot.
Ha!
Yep.
Headmaster Parrot.
An added benefit of Thundertron being turned into a weaponizer is that could very well facilitate his peg leg gimmick by just plumping his foot off.
Can he, instead of a fucking lion this time, and I know it was just like, I don't even know what they were thinking with Thundertron being a lion. I guess it was just the sign of the times. Animals sold better than vehicles. But make him a boat. Make him a goddamn boat.
Yes.
Because we've already had great success with, like, fucking a dragon boat in, like, other lines. Walter, help me out. What's it called again?
That was
Dragon boat?
Yeah, I know what he's talking about. He's
Webdiver Galleon.
Yep.
Yes.
Webdiver's Galleon.
That fucker was amazing.
You could work it into fiction, too. The same way that Cannonball is several Transformers that take the name Cannonball, you could work a Dread Pirate Roberts thing into Thundertron, where, okay, this Prime Thundertron, he's retired, or he died, and his first mate took over, and now he's Thundertron. And that's why he doesn't have the lion mode anymore. He turns into a speed galleon.
Dread Pirate Robertson style. Good night, Wesley. I'm more than likely to kill you in the morning.
I am the Thundertron now.
It's a tall ship, but it has it has like a 4,000 horsepower Mercury Verado. Turbocharged.
Errol Flynn style, motherfucker.
Turtle Tank 82 says, unless we get an animated Wasp, then I would get him. That's some smart move. Mark Derrapatini says, the end is near. Scott buying an animated figure. Dwayne Marsh says, a parrot separate of Thundertron. Technical Jim, if that new Thundertron ends up being just a Leo Prime redeco with a new head and weapon, I'll go out and buy the original one out of spite. Gigatwin says, Thundertron better have a cutlass and a red version of Beachcomber's Green Bird. Oh! Yeah, I love you, Gigatwin. Turtle Tank 82. I will say one animated figure. Love animated Waspinator. Okay. Moving down to the next one. Absolutely. Moving down, Voyager animated Optimus Prime.
Please be the Japanese exclusive one with the wing pack.
Yeah, the Apex armor one.
Yeah.
Please.
I wouldn't mind that. If it's a Voyager, give me a deluxe Optimus Prime with some armor bits. I would be okay with that.
We've gotten so many redonkulous versions of Optimus.
Mm-hmm.
Ashra Ring Green Optimus with a giant fuck-off sawtooth sword. That was just nowhere to be seen in continuity for anything.
Yeah.
Like, this is just a fucking toy. You know, they were just like, fucking shove it out the door in green. But the version of Optimus that we've gotten in the US and Canada and all that has always just been like Leader Optimus, but Leader Optimus that's still not Optimus Prime within continuity. He's just been like, I'm going to be a Prime someday, and I'm going to be a fucking leader for the Autobots. And it's just like, that's cool. Within the context of the story, you are a fantastic character. Your toys barely reflect that because they are just like trucks. No frills, just trucks. Maybe a hammer. You get a hammer, but no, nothing else. And then Japan's like, no, fuck that. This dude gets a wing pack like in the last episode. And that's what we need. We need the big Optimus moment shit with this motherfucker. Because if you're doing Optimus, do not give me another Optimus. Give me Wings of Steel Optimus.
Yeah.
I can fucking get behind that 750%. Abso-fucking-lutely.
Optimus with a jetpack and a hammer.
Oh my god. Flying at your face to smash it in with a croquet mallet at 3,000 kph.
Let's fix that crooked nose there, Barry Manilow. Moving on down, the one that's got me super fucking excited. Because I don't have this. I have the Razor Claw version of this, but I don't have myself a Tiger Hawk.
Oh yeah.
Leader class Tiger Hawk.
Oof, that's a gem, especially the gem in his chest that spins.
Yeah.
Spark crystal gimmick.
Yeah. I'd be very, very excited about Tiger Hawk. Something that I think would really, really kind of excite me if there was some way that they could kind of make it like a double combiner, in that I can pop out and separate Tigatron from Air Razor and then put them together and make them Tiger Hawk, right?
A Duocon Beast Force combiner? I fucking love it.
Duocon. Give me like 2 tall deluxes. Give me 2 short Voyagers. Stack them together. And yeah, I think that'd be fucking amazing, quite honestly.
That would be fucking amazing. I don't want Crash combining like the simplified Bumblebee Adventure Lines shit. Like they do that with, they do that with Bumblebee and like fucking everyone actually. There's just like a whole bunch of characters that have done that gimmick with them. But yeah, Tiger Hawk was amazing in the show, and he was one of the few characters that had magical powers. He was Doctor Strange. He shot bolts of lightning from his hand. No gun. That was just his whole thing. It was like a fucking death beam go.
I'm excited to see where this is headed.
Fucking, I'm thinking about it. Like, would he have like little notches of like razor arrows in his forearms? Would he have Tigatron's tail gun? Would he just do like the Pro Minion thing and have the wings each be a gun barrel that just shoot massive amounts of DACA?
DACA. Ooh, man. Turtle Tank 82 says, I like Goldbug more than Bumblebee. He is almost the G1 toy with a faceplate and gold paint. Oh, Walter, do you have anything to say about Leader Tigerhawk?
I'm on board. I mean, we got the Megatron this year, so it makes sense to do his fellow Ultra Class rival.
Yeah.
That's before he cheated with the ship.
Yeah. So with Megatron and Tigerhawk, we've now got a pattern established. It looks like they're going to be doing the Transmetal 2s before they get around to the actual Transmetals. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see Black Arachnia, Cheetor, and Dinobot happen in the near future.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah.
And you know what? If we're seeing Leader Tigerhawk, get the fuck ready for Generation Select's Razor Claw. You know, as sure as the fucking sun rises, if this list is true, and JT Prime 17 has got an amazing fucking track record, if this list is true, then by God Almighty, we got some fucking awesomeness coming our way. And if Walter,
Automatic repaint, yep.
yeah, if Walter's correct, we're getting Transmetal Black Arachnia, and that's just a theory, a film theory. But get ready for your fucking Generation Selects RC.
Oh yeah, Prime like BotCon version of RC with Susan Blue voice chip. I wish they'd do that again.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh man.
Yes.
And now the weird one. And I just say the weird one because it's so obvious. Leader Optimus Prime.
You know what? Okay. Seems like they got to fulfill their contract to the Dark Lord to do once every 6 months a new Optimus. Okay, whatever.
Well, I mean, it might be a re-release of G2 Optimus. It might be a re-release of Kingdom Optimus. Myself, I'm hoping we got the Energon Megatron. I'm hoping this is Fatimus Prime.
I could see that happening at Commander class. I don't quite think the budget's there to do that figure as a leader.
Okay.
Not unless you like split the drones off of him as separate like core class releases.
Oh god, Powered
man.
Core Combiner style.
Oh my god. No.
Like
No. Make them deluxes. Make them deluxes that turn into limbs that have their own bot modes.
Yeah.
Give us new
I was
characters.
actually just about to suggest the give them their own robot mode thing, but honestly, if we're doing leader class Optimus, I don't think a leader class would be able to hold up the weight of a deluxe as a limb.
Well, now hear me out on this. I know it's Commander. I know it's Commander class, but there isn't a big size difference between Motormaster and a leader class.
Yeah.
No, you're right.
We could
Most
even
of
like
his budget doesn't go into size; it goes into complexity.
Yeah, tell her.
well, we
that.
could even fudge it a bit though. We could do something if we want to fudge it. Maybe the limbs for Fatimus Optimus come off and get replaced by the drones. So that way you're not adding on, you're just switching out. Possibly have your drones be limbs instead of bots. Or if you're going to really make it awkward, make the limbs have little faces like they're bots or some shit.
Jesus.
Does Takara and Hasbro realize that Energon Optimus Prime has that reputation as being like diabetes convoy?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
he is at the same time the most hated and loved Optimus I have ever seen. He has, at the time that he came out, one of the weirdest things of like being a shelf warmer, yet the kitschy little merchandise that featured him sold better. Like, you remember the Energon Optimus Prime pen? That sold better.
I do not remember the
did?
pen.
It's just one of those chintzy little, like, let's expand the marketing. Energon Optimus pen. Just an Optimus Prime figure with a pen through it, like a fucking spear.
I've been hit.
Jesus Christ.
I've been hit. Oh my god. I'm looking forward to this. If these are accurate. And we really have no reason to believe they're not. Like I said, JT Prime's been pretty dead on. If these are accurate, boy, it's going to be a hell of a wave.
It's not even taking into consideration the surprise drops for like Wave 2 of Toxitron coming in 2024, which will fucking kill me. Because, as stated, I will fucking murder everyone who gets their hands on the Toxitron shit before me if I can't complete this goddamn collection.
I'm scared.
You better be. You gave me a taste.
I didn't complete it.
I live in Alabama. You Kyle wouldn't last a second of it.
Dude, yeah, go after Kyle, man. Kyle's closer than me.
I don't even know where Kyle lives. He doesn't post his address, which is really smart.
I fucked up bad. I have fucked up bad. Oh, no. No good deed hath gone unpunished. Turtle Tank 82 said, would Tiger Claw be of both genders because we fuse together? I'm down for diversity in my collection. And he says, Energon Optimus Prime, I pretended was a Megazord. I actually saw a little cartoon today where like some guy went, I don't think there should be any female Transformers because Transformers, don't have gender. It's stupid. They're robots. And then this woman came up to him and went, well, the new Transformers cartoon has Nightshade in it, who is non-binary. They use they, them pronouns. So you kind of got your wish, didn't you? And his eyes just exploded with blood.
Oh yeah, I've seen that one floating around on Twitter for the last couple months.
Do you actually hear the
basically ever
of
since all the
blood
right-wingers started shitting themselves about Nightshade?
Jesus.
Yeah,
Christ.
I always thought that. I always thought that was like really, really late, though, isn't it? Because like all of that stuff was already covered in the IDW universe, and it's like it was literally where they literally did both. It's the argument, oh, that's stupid. They shouldn't have genders. Well, in IDW, all of the characters from Cybertron didn't have gender, and then like the ones from the Colony Worlds did.
I'll tell you this. In my opinion, in my honest to God opinion, whenever a news company, be it Fox News, be it NBC, anything like that, whenever they start saying shit like, oh, be careful what Transformers did with this 13-second throwaway line that was explored once for another 13 seconds and then thrown away and never really mentioned again. Whenever they start doing stuff like that, look around, because that's all a fucking distraction. Your government's trying to do something shady.
That, and also wasn't to be like slightly adoy about it. Of course they don't have gender. Wasn't there the movie issues stating how Shockwave transformed RC into what she was as a female? Like, didn't he do some sort of weird sex operation on her?
That was G-Axis that did that.
G-Axis,
that was IDW.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I can tell you the real reason why the controversy, air quotes, around Nightshade happened so late. It's because that's when the hype cycle for the Rise of the Beast movie was coming out. And Transformers was being optimized in everyone's fucking search algorithm. So when you put a Transformers-related headline in your fucking thumbnail, that throws all of the web traffic your way.
Yeah. Also, that went away real quick when Barbie took over The Dark Knight at the box office.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta show that. Let me. I'm gonna stop sharing my screen here. Stop screen sharing, and I'm gonna bring up what I made my lovely wife Ariana.
Ilo, are you trying to say something? I can barely hear you, boy.
I'm trying to. I don't know how bad the delay is. Another thing is that it's actionable right now to hate on transgender and even drag queen. And these fuckers at Fox don't know the difference, I think, because they're all idiot-ass morons.
Also, I can't hate on transgender. Max will throttle me.
Oh, man. Man, some of those men make good-looking women. That's all I've got to say. But how do I get my screen here? There we go. So, here we go. Let me move the cursor off my face. This is what I made for my lovely wife. This is the Barbenheimer A-bomb. It's a white and pink model of Little Boy with the Barbie B on the drop fin. And Right along the side there, Barbie's profile and the word Barbenheimer. Right across it. It is completely accurate to what an A-bomb is, and it is fucking beautiful. And I made this because I love my wife.
This one is doing a war crime.
Moving on to looky what I found. Walter, do you have a looky what I found?
Hang on 1 second. What did I?
What have I done?
All right. Okay. So stop screen share and that up in this screen share. What I found is I actually found this all last week, but a former FunPub contributor dropped a bunch of old BotCon concept stuff from around like the last year or two of FunPub's license with BotCon. So
good.
The first one we got here is we've got a attempt at a G2G Axis made out of the Titan's Return Scourge mold, which does a pretty good job of evoking the weird alt mode that he had in the Regen 1 comic.
The space nothing.
Yeah, the space nothing. Another concept that they dropped was a K-class Decepticon made out of the Combiner Wars Shockwave.
Nice.
And it would have come with like a little extra decal sheet to give him Fulcrum's little domino mask.
Cool. I like that one.
A pre-beast version of Clawjaw made out of the old Legends Cosmos.
That's genius. That looks really good.
There, that's what your legacy.
I'm not
legacy
quite
Cosmos
sure
repaint is going to be.
Buy it, but yeah. Let's see. Keeping on Beast Wars, we've got.
I see the eyes
Bone
on that
Crusher.
one. I just noticed the eyes on
Bone
Clawjaw
Crusher
there.
made out of the.
Ooh.
We got a Bone Crusher made out of Beast Hunter's Bulkhead.
Fucking awesome.
Leader 1 and Psych Hill made from Combiner Wars molds. We finally got a better look at the Windblade, sorry.
Oh, weird.
Yeah. And then not one, but two versions of Bruton from the Blackthorn 3D comic. Somebody at FunPub was really trying to make Bruton happen.
I guess. Shit.
And I think of the two, I think I like the Grimlock version more.
Agreed.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Fucking agreed.
Spikes on the shoulder.
This is
amazing.
some Action Master stuff that we've seen previously. The one that makes me want to commit war crimes, though. G.I. Joe Verity.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that looked great.
Yeah, this is the one that makes me want to just brutalize an entire orphanage with a burlap sack full of iron doorknobs.
Children crying.
It shouldn't be that hard to just make one.
Or you could make one.
Well,
But the
Next thing you
there
know.
is
I can already
also
tell
that.
that.
But here's the thing, though. I'm not good at making things. I am good at violence.
That's why you scare the orphans into making shit for you. Jesus, man. They're like little 3D printers.
I am eagerly anticipating the subclass line of Dull Surprise's new line of My Wife figures.
You know it's coming. Fucking hell. How about you, Thomas? Do you have a looky what I found?
I found 3 really cool customs. You know, you're familiar with Unicron 9?
Yes. Yes, I
Yeah,
am.
look
He
at
does some
these.
nice stuff.
Yeah. Look at these.
Look, you know, whip your tits out at me? Look at these, Scott.
Yeah, right. You said it with such energy.
It's
Oh,
a platypus.
Look at these.
Fucking
Do you see? Do you see this?
yeah, the Beast Wars platypus.
Yeah, a platypus from Rat Trap. That's a pretty good idea. And then, look at this. He put flesh on half of vertebrae.
Jeez.
So it's like he fell into a vat of it's like they fell into a vat of acid sideways. And like half of the flesh is gone and the rest of it's intact. You see
That's
this?
Fucking awesome. That is
And then-
fucking awesome.
It's an interesting idea.
It's like
And
an
then-
anatomical drawing.
Yeah, it is. And then there's this thing. Somebody they were like, "What if Cybershark, but not a hammerhead?"
I like it.
Like, yeah.
I like it a lot.
And I think he used a
Yeah.
marker because you remember his torpedoes have little faces on them and gills. It's like,
Yes.
let's take a Gundam marker and then
Yeah,
And
it
then,
looks like he picked out the details on those with a Gundam marker.
it looks great.
Fantastic.
This
It
guy's
really
a
is.
great customizer, right? he deserves a lot of attention for that.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
Yeah.
Kyle, buddy, how about you? Do you have any looky what iPhones? Mm-hmm. What?
Mm-hmm.
A Ken doll made to look
no.
like Colonel Sanders, named Kentucky. That's
Oh,
incredible.
God damn it, I hate that pun so much.
Scott,
Yeah,
I was joking about murdering you.
Yeah, no. I deserve it after that.
Look at flight.
Xavier, buddy, before you murder me, do you have a looky what I found?
Nothing this week.
I got something really awesome. This is coming from, boy, this is a well I go back to a lot. This is coming from Funbee Studios. And Funbee made Signal Lancer not too long ago. But what good is Signal Lancer without Freaker, the payphone?
Oh, that's
He
right.
fucking made Freaker and gave him a little Titan Master bot mode.
That's excellent.
He's got a base to fuck around with, and oh, it gets so much better. It gets so much better. So there's
The
the
attention
design.
to-
This reminds me of
Oh, yeah.
Man.
Weeks so much.
Yeah,
But the attention, I love the attention to detail here because he's not the entire thing. He's just the phone,
he's just the phone, right?
and the rest of it is his accessory piece.
Right.
It's his
And
trailer.
It's a goddamn good-looking phone mode, right?
Yeah.
The phone jumps out, becomes Freaker. The phone display case, it becomes his little military base, right? So he can hack into the Decepticon signals. There he is adjusting the satellite. There he is with Signal Lancer. You can recreate
That's
the
so
scene
good.
now.
There's
And
his dream house,
Mhm.
his Barbie pool.
And somebody asked, hey, let me see if I can find it here real quick. Somebody went, hey, couldn't help but notice that Freaker's about Titan Master size. And then they asked the ultimate question. Can you use him as a Titan Master?
Phone
And
for a head. Phone
and-
for a head.
And Funbee Studios went, I don't know. Let's find out. And by God Almighty, hold on here. Let me see if I can find it. Let's see. Here's a quick overview for Freaker. Signal Lancer. God damn it, I can't find the photo now. But yes, Freaker can be... Oh, I know exactly where it is. I know where I saw it. Freaker can be used as a headmaster. So if we go over here to
Phone for a
Radicons,
head.
phone for a head. Let's see here. There it is.
Literally
Oh
headphones.
God, the boomers tried to warn us.
Yeah.
Who was phone? Freaker was phone.
There it is. Phone for a head.
Who was
That's some
phone?
Twilight Zone shit.
Fangry was phone.
That's right. Phone for a head.
This should be a junkie on, like, just in the background somewhere. It's just like, hey, that Eric Idle sounding bot is interesting and all, but did you guys see the bot with a phone for a head in the background for like 2 frames?
Phone for a head.
This is like an Earthworm Jim villain.
Imagine if you will. Imagine if you will. You're on a covert mission, right? You're hiding in a cardboard box in the middle of an enemy base, a la Solid Snake. And then all of a sudden, 15 soldiers around you. You're being stealthy as fuck and the phone rings. Your head rings.
This supervillain, this particular supervillain, he has to steal pocket change because in order for him to talk, he has to put change into his head.
Oh my God.
All that.
It's a tick
Fuck
villain.
all that. What is the scenario where Fangry has a phone for a head and shifts into his alt mode and is somehow still a robot in disguise? What does that phone booth look like?
Oh my God.
Wait, that's not Fangry, that's Grotusk.
Oh, yeah.
What does Grotusk look like?
Grotesque.
Oh my God.
Is he an Art Deco like you find in the big cities? It is just like, oh, the modern representation of past technology and grotesqueness. It's beautiful, and I have to make a call.
It's fucking
Oh, you
gorgeous.
mean the money laundering scams.
Mine is printing out right now. I am printing out Freaker as we speak.
Scott, how much does this cost?
Well, mine is $1 a month. I was one of the early supporters, so I get all of Funby Studio stuff for $1 a month. But
I will pay you $2 for one for me.
I will talk to you about it, because if I make you one, I am going to. What I'll do is I'll go over to like Funby's cults page, and I'll pay him for a file, which I'll be more than happy to do on my own. But I will buy the file from him, because this dude deserves the money, man. I mean,
I will pay you the $2 and promise not to kill you.
Yeah, I mean, holy shit, man. The stuff that this dude puts out.
Well, like, the Freaker total package is amazing. You have won me over, sir.
Yeah, it is. It's absolutely incredible. Not just Freaker, but the amount of stuff that he puts out on a monthly basis. If you're a 3D printer guy and you're into Transformers and you're not subscribed to Funby Studios Patreon, there's no two ways about it. You're missing out on some beautiful stuff for your collection. There's the magnetic base add-on for a robot tentacle he did. This was a contest he did. There's energy daggers for Legacy Shadow Striker, Freaker from Cybertron. We have an energy blade for Gamer Edition Barricade, a space bridge receiver with electric light up action. Let's see here. McAdams Oil House table and seats. Countdown rocket base add-ons. Countdown's rocket base. The Countdown base gunner pod. The Energon saber. The space bridge. The Countdown scout vehicle. Cyber-based system pillar extenders for taller figures. Transformers backdrop from Transformers the movies. Like, this is... Come on. There's so much going on here. It's absolutely incredible. And I want him to make so much money.
So much. This just reminds me of Squeaks. And Squeaks was just like a pleasant little surprise with his like little trailer hitch, Optimus Prime style trailer with all the weapons, the bendable robotic arm plus the gunpla arm was just like, This is fucking ridiculous. I need 10 of these.
Yeah. Going over here, Technical Jim says that's exclusively a Fox News thing. They're just drumming up outrage for money. Turtle Tank 82 says, in my day, Transformers, the men had power cords and the women had plugins. Technical Jim says, who keeps showing us that black-yellow cone head? Dwayne Marsh says, I won't hate on transgenders.
Oh, that was the Digibash I'm working on.
Right on, dude. Right on. Dwayne Marsh says, I won't hate on transgenders because I don't have to. Dewanis Perez says, that bomb's got a flared base, if you know what I mean. Are you going to do nasty stuff with it? And are you going to show your husband? Turtle Tank 82 says, I don't care what gender they are or not, as long as they have a good character. IDW Transgender RC is one of my favorites. I have a question, seeing Hasbro does Marvel, how come we have not got Japanese Spider-Man Leopardon in Transformers? There's
Not
rumors.
yet.
Yeah. There are rumors, not in Transformers.
That might be a licensing hang-up with Toei.
Yeah.
No, hold on. No, actually, no, hold on. The issue might be resolved because guess what's happening early next year is Beyond the Spider-Verse Part 3 with Japanese Spider-Man.
I have heard that. That's exactly what I was getting to. That he might be part of the new Spider-Verse. And I would be so excited for that just because I want a Leopardon toy. So
exactly.
What was Spider-Man's name in that? His name was like Tetsuya or something.
Something like that.
Tetsuya.
He was a terrorist.
I'm an emissary from hell.
Emissary from hell, because he was a eco-terrorist or something like that, or like a freedom fighter. He was not Peter Parker working for the paper. He was against the man.
And he was a race car driver.
He was angry, dude. He was really angry. And he just so happened to be bitten by a spider that gave him a radioactive Leopardon.
Yeah.
Which might be, according to rumors...
Actually, the funny thing is that there wasn't even a radioactive spider involved. He just got
it from an old dude.
Dying alien like he was a fucking Green Lantern.
Yes.
Yeah. They definitely did him.
This old dude who was dying, who just happened to be from the planet Spider, and then the old dying dude's like, "Here, have some nonsensical spider powers and a giant robot."
Mm-hmm.
Which is
I would just love it if he got bit by a spider and the mutation
died
from that. No, the mutation from the spider bite is what causes him to have a giant robot.
Last episode.
That's
Japanese.
Not far from a lot of the Power Ranger shticks they do nowadays. But yeah, the Leopardon that's rumored to be happening by Sony, because Sony can do that shit. They have an idea in place and is being talked about because Lord and Miller, the guys that are the producers, they are fucking freaks for detail. Lord more than Miller is. So here's the thing. He knows people like Japanese Spider-Man. He knows Leopardon is a big fucking deal. He knows people want a toy of it. But he knows there are issues across the pond. He said if we fudge it just enough, we do 1-for-1, translations from comic to screen. Everything looks absolutely immaculate and accurate to who the characters are. But there's no rule saying we can't change Leopardon just enough that he's a whole design owned by Sony. We just want the name. Give us the name. We'll give you a new robot that can be turned into a toy. It's kind of like how they did Cyborg Spider-Woman for Across the Spider-Verse. A massive unit of a character that was
spoilers.
$60
I haven't seen that yet. Actually, it's true. I haven't seen it, but I don't give a shit because I'm not a pussy ass bitch who gets upset about spoilers. It's my own fault. No one else's.
It's your own fault for not getting upset. But Cyborg Spider-Woman is a $60 Marvel toy. And guess what? That's just like a background character that you saw for 10 seconds. They want to do that with Leopardon. But Leopardon as a main character. And that is in the rumor mill being produced by Miller. Because when they did the Spider-Verse behind the scenes, they said, Miller's a fucking asshole. Can't stand working with this shithead. Makes our lives fucking difficult. This movie was supposed to come out in 2022. No thanks to this fucker, we're 18 months behind. So, rumor being, that's because he wants certain things in his movie, including Leopardon.
I will take a
I
leopard.
get why they fired him.
No two ways
is
about
is
it. I
true
will
that
take a
he's
leopard.
a jerk or something?
Oh, he is horrible to work with. He has sent animation completed, like the whole steps of animating things. Like you do a rough pass, you go, all right, this is pre-visual. This is exactly what we're gonna do. However, Spider-Verse movies being just these incredible mashups of hundreds of different designs look incredibly different when they're finished products compared to their previs products. So Miller will look at them, or Lord will look at them, go, this is great. We need to tweak it though, because this is not what I envisioned, and send it all back to square one where these animators have to start over. And because of his tenacity for wanting just the most perfect details, it set the movie back 18 months from being finished.
Yeah, because you can do shit like that in a live action movie because that's like a day of shooting. But when you're doing this shit with animation, you have to plan everything out super far ahead of time before you commit all of your animators' time, especially with how detailed the animation on these Spider-Verse movies are.
Yep. So the whole animation thing of like animating on twos, animating on ones, mixing one character like Spider-Gwen with soft palette colors like in her comics, which are predominantly look like they are brushed with watercolors, compared to something like what did the 90s version of 2099 Spider-Man look like, and how do we update that? Mashing of styles. And you could get it just the most beautiful looking thing you've ever done in your life as an animator. But when Phil Lord looks at it and goes, you did amazing, except for this 5 second of animation we need to scrap and start over with, because I don't think that looks right. That's what he did to every animator on that film.
So are we talking like is he as or is he
5 seconds of animation turns into
lots of
6
work.
months of work?
Yeah, and then 5 seconds of animation turns into a work week.
Right, and then
so he's not as bad as like Cameron is, like James Cameron is to work with. He's apparently legendarily bad to work with.
Well, we don't know for sure, because this is the thing. Phil Lord has done some of Scott's favorite shows, including that one animated show about the barbarian living in the real world.
Oh, Son of Zorn.
Son of Zorn was his show. The Last Man on Earth was his show. They were shows that ended abruptly. Not because they were bad, but because Lord was so demanding, the costs of producing those shows went way up. Like,
I see.
So it's like, hey, we got an idea for a show. Your idea sounds hilarious. We're going to do that. Lord makes such demands on things like that. It takes twice as long to make an episode. So you got a great product. You just got to pay 3 times the amount of your budget to get there, though. And that's what people hated. And that's why Fox canceled those shows. Not because they sucked, but because the time it took to make them was just getting absurdly long. And that's what he's doing with Across the Spider-Verse, and going way, way roundabout, because he wants Japanese Spider-Man in the show plus Leopardon. He is doing the same thing now to Mecha.
Oh. So I guess better planning would probably help.
Probably.
No, he is perfectionist planning. That's the thing.
Turtle Tank 82 says G1 and Ironhide and Ratchet with phones for heads. And he also says, get a bunch of freakers for Titans Returns figures. They can form a band and call themselves the Dial Tones. Their new singles, Talking in Your Sleep.
I hate you.
I love you, Corey.
God, I hate you.
Technical Jim, you were asking about the Digibash I'm working on. I'm doing Shattered Glass Dirge.
Ooh. Conehead or no Conehead?
So I was using the core Starscream mold as a base because I made his shell out of Kingdom Waspinator.
Ah, okay. All right. Oh my God, what do you gentlemen have planned for this week?
Telling you what I got this week for looky what I found. Or no,
shit! I didn't hit you.
No, you didn't
we
hit
haven't
anybody.
done any reinforcements.
Oh shit! Nope. Oh well, shit. Let's do reinforcements.
Yeah,
Fuck! I almost missed that.
Yeah.
Xavier, I got nothing this week. What did you get this week?
So I got a tad lucky. The rage is subsiding just enough to tell you that I got Toxitron, Cloud Cover, something else I'm trying to remember.
Dorito Jazz.
And then just like shopping at Target, I found Armada Leader Megatron and a whole line of the black repaints. Oh, Dirge was one of the other ones. So I got Voyager Dirge from Legacy Evolution, Nemesis Leo Convoy, and fucking... Did I mention the Funko Pop last week? I think I did.
I think so.
Yeah.
The way you said everything, I got Toxitron, and I got, that reminded me. There used to be a kids show on TV here whenever I was younger called Romper Room. It was out of Pittsburgh, and you could write in and be on Romper Room.
I remember that. They look in the magic mirror.
Yeah, I looked in the magic mirror.
That's right.
Yeah, Romper Room. I was going to be on Romper Room as a kid, but the Pittsburgh host of Romper Room murdered herself, and I didn't get to be on that week. I didn't get to be on the Romper Room.
Briscoe.
Yeah. I guess she found out I was going to be on.
Well, I had a good run.
Nope. Not doing it. Walter, what's your reinforcements this week?
Let's see here. We got Gamer Edition Cliff Jumper.
Nice.
Ooh.
And Megatron.
Hey.
And let me get something that makes for better contrast against my background here. I finally lucked out and got Rise of the Beasts Voyager Mainline Primal.
Yeah.
Like the non-studio
nice.
series one.
Nice.
I got super lucky. I was stalking the Walmart.com website at like 3 a.m. and he just randomly came in stock. And then I got him, and then he was out of stock.
Oh.
Damn. That's pretty neat.
Yeah. Let's see. I got the Target exclusive 3-pack that had Air Razor in it. Bumblebee and Mirage are around here somewhere, but I don't feel like digging them out of the shelf. But this Air Razor is easily a top contender for Toy of the Year. She's really good, and it sucks that 1, she's stuck in a 3-pack, and 2, that 3-pack's kind of hard to find.
Really?
Oh.
They were plentiful over here.
And then the latest bit I got is I've dipped back into 52 Toys, but not their Beast Box line. I got one of their Beast Drive series.
What's Beast Drive? It's
kind of like a weird little model kit line. Like, you see all these little white and black bits? That's a pre-assembled core that does the most of the transforming, but the blue and green parts were on a model kit sprue.
Oh.
And
I saw one that was really crazy. It was like a rabbit that turned into a jet, and it has a little cockpit that has a tiny little rabbit piloting the jet in it.
That's from this line.
Yeah, I kind of want
it. And the shark here turns into a spaceship. I'm trying to remember how it do.
Space shark.
The unbelievable shark ship.
Shark ship.
Shark ship.
USS Shark Ship.
Completely.
Let's see that in the Starfleet lineup of ships.
That should be a B movie.
Yeah.
Some spaceship in far off space getting attacked by a space shark.
The USS Sharkterprise.
And it turns out it's a soft reboot of Sharknado. The Sharknado went to space, evolved to breathe vacuum, and now it's attacking
it's in the same universe as Sharknado, kind of like the Jason X movie. It's like a sci-fi far off version. It's like, wait, they're even out here.
The same universe
this far
as Jason
from Earth.
X. Jesus.
Jason
Sharknado.
X Sharknado. The Sharknado goes into some sort of like fucking nuclear accelerator machine with like what the fuck was it, like microns or some shit that made it all metal?
Yeah, that's what we want, man. Fucking hell. Thomas, buddy, do you have any reinforcements?
I do. I found, what's his name? Cloud Cover. I found Cloud Cover.
Nice.
Good on
I found the, and I found all of the deluxes for Velocitron, or not Velocitron, for Toxitron line.
Nice.
Motherfucker.
Nice.
I have all of them. I've got I found the what is it? Was it Dead End? The G2 Dead End? Is that what it is?
Scott, you're off the hook. I'm killing Thomas.
Yeah, he's one of the
Okay.
him.
Yep.
Him and Sideswipe were the short pack ones.
Yeah, I found him. I found Sideswipe. I found Dorito Jazz, and Mirage, and Laser Cycle. I got them all. There's only. Yeah.
I will stuff you in a maple tree. I swear to fucking God.
Yeah, but you got Toxitron and I didn't. I couldn't find it.
I will stuff you into trees.
You have the one thing that I couldn't
Through
find.
the knot hole that's tapped for syrup.
Oh my God. Hey, Kyle, did you get anything this week?
I got Toxitron Grimhole.
I heard Toxitron
I heard
Grimlock.
Toxitron
Very
Grimlock.
sad.
Yeah, that's all I heard.
Yeah, that was very sad.
That's the other one I didn't
And
find.
Crankcase.
And
There we
Crankcase. Awesome.
Yeah,
Moving over here, Giga Twin says we needs Mecha Spider-Man. So Rescue Rabbit has his own jet mech. Fantastic. Hope to see it as a card. Technical Jim says, hey, did you see the post I tagged you on Twitter? Yes, I did, Technical Jim. Thank you for reminding me. The Brazilian G1 Transformers comic are now available to download at tfraw.com. That is transformersraw.com, which is that Technical Jim? I don't know. Is that the same as Transformers Talk Raw, the YouTube channel? Hold on, let me double check here. I'm gonna go over to that website. And let's see. TF Raw, Brazilian Comics Download. Let's just go to Media, Episodes, Promos, Special. I don't think it's the same as Transformers Talk Raw. No, it doesn't look like it is. Because I've seen the stuff that Transformers Talk Raw posts, and I've seen the stuff that posts on the TF Wiki, and I could not imagine those two guys working together. I'll tell you what, now that you've brought that to my attention, I'm going to retweet it over on our Twitter so that everyone can see that. Head over to GM Cybertron on, I guess it's X now, so we will retweet that.
I'm not calling it that. I came first.
Yeah. Technical Jim, thank you for shooting that out to me, because I do want to read those Brazilian comics, especially with the funky Toxitron-esque Optimus Prime on issue 1. Fucking hell. Turtle Tank 82 says, love the collection room view, Walter. Giga Twin says, I grabbed the last short G2 figures Dead End and Sideswipe. And Turtle Tank says, I got no Transformers, just Return of the Jedi Boba Fett. What the hell it is, Haslap. Right on. Well, I guess I can ask now. What do you guys have planned for this week?
Shit. Trying not to spend more than necessary on eBay for the rest of the Toxitron line. That's going to be 100% try not to fail challenge.
That's patience. Actually, you know what? I would head over to the sightings page on TFW. If you go to the sightings in California or Nevada or what have you, you may be able to find some kind soul that would be willing to pick those up for you at their local Walmart. Just rely on their kindness.
if it was anyone else but Good Morning Cybertron, because we are the polyhex of the Transformers fandom. No one fucking likes us.
They don't have to know it's you.
True.
They can regret it later.
Have you met anyone outside this podcast that genuinely likes us? It's a big fat no. Kyle's only here because we're holding him hostage.
Got my wife. Let's see here. Well, like I said, I will look Friday for you because I'm gonna have a shit ton of time to kill, an absolute metric shit ton.
I cannot believe the instant love is real in this case, and it was just like instantaneous when I held these. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, it looks like a lot of people in the California area are seeing the Toxitron line, so I think you've got a good chance, buddy, there. But like I said, I will look for you Friday as well. I got no problem doing that. None at all.
Oh, great. I don't trust these other fucking plebeians. I don't know what they look like.
I barely know what I look like. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. My whole thing this week is going to be doing the repairs to my house so I don't lose my house insurance. I wish they would have told me all this before they gave me the house insurance. It's weird. Give me the house insurance, and then a month later tell me all the repairs I need to make to keep the house insurance. It's
not even repairs. It's just like really
weird
strict
stuff.
And awkward standards from the 1950s.
Yeah, it's like you've got ivy growing on your walls. You can't have that. Pull that down. There's no banister on this door, on the steps where the door you never use. Put a banister up there. Like the only thing I can see is they want like the porch roof repaired. So okay, I can understand that because that porch roof is in bad shape. So totally understand.
Your doorbell plays "Livin' La Vida Loca"? Hell no.
Yeah, it does. Ding, 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 da, ding, 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 ding. Dude, nobody answers the door at my house because we just dance.
Do they send somebody over to like look at everything in detail?
I guess so. I need to send photos of shit. And yeah. Okay, hold on here. Sunnyvale Target. Let's see here. What does the Sunnyvale Target have? It has that little tow line. It has the dead stuff. And I don't even know why I'm looking at this, Xavier, because Sunnyvale Target isn't going to have the Toxitron line. I am a dumbass.
Right? I need a Walmart.
You need a Walmart.
Good on you. Don't dox me on air.
I'm a dumbass. You don't live in Sunnyvale.
Just start picking off names. That's all they need to know.
Oh, my God. Thank you so much for joining us here at Good Morning Cybertron this week. Hit up the Patreon. Get that pre-show. You know you want to. Check out this week's episode of Strange Pathways, where my wife scares the living fuck out of me while I'm telling a creepy story about something that happened to me. So you get to hear me, honest to God, scared. A fucking floating disembodied head was in the kitchen. My wife scared the fuck out of me. I actually swore on the show that I swore I'd never swear on. Swear. Gentlemen. Oh, my. Sweared? Big thank you going out to Turtle Tank 82, Gigatwin, Technical Jim, Dwayne Marsh, Dewanis Perez. Dewanis, no Wolf tonight. We miss Wolf.
No beat talk either.
Yeah, definitely tell Wolf we said hi, man. We do miss Wolf. And everybody else who was watching didn't join the comments, and everybody who watches the next week over, thank you so much for joining us. Gentlemen, thank you for being here with me tonight. Say good night.
Peace. Don't be dicks. For fuck's sake, get along with each other.
Peace, love, and chicken grease, my friends.
And fucking leave some for the rest of us.
Be excellent to each other.
Don't be cocklords.
I remember that bit in the movie.
Yeah, it was great, man. Keanu's fucking awesome.
It's right before Bill and Ted said, "Don't be."
Yeah, I was kind of hoping someone else would finish with the cardio and do that.
No, we're not at the end of the show yet. one's gonna say it. All right, party on, dude.
And be excellent to each other.